Well, thank you for joining us this morning. My name's Louise. I'm the product manager over here at InfoTrack. I'm really excited this morning to run you through the new version of InfoTrack's home screen and how it's going to help you manage your conveyancing workflows and obviously help manage risk within the firm as well. We've worked really hard over the past few months in incorporating a lot of management tools into the new home screen so that you guys can have a feel of exactly the correct stage of which your conveyancing matters are at, and avoid duplication of work or missing out any risk management work that's done within the workflow. One of the main things that we've changed, as I'm sure you can see, is instead of just listing all orders individually as they come in onto the system, we've now grouped all of your work together to other orders that have gone through within the matter and within the workflow. So as you can see here, we follow the conveyancing workflow right the way from anti-money laundering searches, conveyancing searches and indemnities, through to the post-completion side of the system as well. So your priority and bankruptcy searches along with SDLTs and AP1s. The way in which these pages and these products work themselves are exactly the same as what you're used to before. We've just laid everything out so it's in this easy workflow as you can view all of the work which is coming through the system and all of the matter references which are going on at any given time. You can also switch the matter type as well over to sales if you just wanted to view that more simple workflow if you're working on a sale transaction too. This is a really easy way to help you and your teams monitor exactly what work has come through the system and easily identify any gaps. So say if your anti-money laundering searches haven't been submitted, you can see which ones you'll need to order in order to complete and obviously complete your transaction. Also with priority searches and bankruptcy searches, you can see which ones are missing outside of your standard workflow here. You'll be able to see all of the documents which have returned as well, and just the details of the searches which you've instructed through InfoTrack. I can see the name of my subject that I've done my AML search on, along with the conveyancing searches ordered, any indemnity policies that I've either drafted or placed on risk. Those will be the ones that don't have draft next to it. Any priority searches will go off of the title reference, bankruptcy off of the name of your purchasers as well. And then the SDLT, either draft or SDLT5 and submission receipt. And then the same with the AP1 draft to give you a sense of obviously where your transaction is at. Down the central panel as well, you'll just be able to load up all of the matters which you're working on at any given time. If you can't see anything on the home screen, you can always search by any identifier. So if I wanted to look for a particular matter reference or an address per se, if I know that off the top of my head, or if I've got the file there, I can just start to type in any part of the address and that will pull through all of my matter reference and the full workflow and where I'm at with that transaction. So just a really easy way to group all of the work together and obviously avoid duplicating any other work because you can see quite clearly who's done what within your transaction. One of the things that we've done as well is just add a few filters and dashboards to the left-hand side as well. There's obviously quite a lot of work which the teams will be submitting through InfoTrack, so we just wanted to give you a few tools on top of reviewing all of your orders and able to help you manage your work. The Matters dashboard will be the default dashboard where you can see obviously the full workflow and the end-to-end of conveyancing transactions. Waiting searches will show you all of your conveyancing searches which are outstanding, and this will also link you through to the iSupport side of things where you can respond to queries and converse directly with InfoTrack's help desk consultants. Going back to the waiting searches dashboard as well, you'll be able to see the EDDs of any searches that are in progress and if they're overdue, how many days they'll be overdue by, just so that you can obviously prioritise your work. If there's anything that needs chasing, you can always filter by the overdue orders just to see obviously if any of them need chasing at all. We also have an updated version of our Ap1 dashboard. So this will show you all of the Ap1s which you've got in progress or are being worked on at any given time. And you can also filter down by status. So obviously we've highlighted the ones which have the requisitions outstanding as well. And this will show as a notification on the left-hand side, just to obviously shout out the orders which will need immediate attention as they are at risk of cancellation. This will also flag up ones which have a warning of cancellation and essentially any requisitions which are outstanding and will be cancelled obviously if not responded to. You can sort by status again by filtering or just ordering the orders on the right hand side here, and you can also view ones which have been saved but not yet lodged, any in progress or recently completed or recently cancelled. We'll also pull through the cancellation date for any of those relevant applications as well. Clicking on one of these applications also will link you through to the portal, where you can view all of the details of the AP1 on the left-hand side, your chat function with your land registry caseworker, and then the documents on the right-hand side, and any requisitions and responses that come through as well. We've also incorporated a Sign It dashboard as well, so any documents which you sent out for electronic signature, you can just monitor the status within the home screen here and just see whether they've been sent out to your client or not, or if they've come back completed, and you can view all of the documents as well. Same with the quote tool, all of the quotes which have been sent out and who's ordered them. And then our All Orders dashboard, which just lists all of the individual orders and not put them into a particular workflow. One of the things that we've also incorporated into the Matters workflow as well is just a way for you to view all of your PDFs and the statuses of the search as well. If I click on a particular matter reference, I'll be able to see all of the documents which have been returned into one single place. I can view the PDF on the right hand side and also any details as well. So if I wanted to see the date that it's completed, who's ordered it, or just any other additional information, I can see that all within the details screen too. We've also added in a fees tab here as well. So this will strip out any of the line items which aren't billable. So any of the draft orders, anything which essentially doesn't have a fee next to it. The fees tab will just show anything which you potentially want to pass on to your client. One of the things that we have built within InfoTrack as well is a matter fee summary. So if I wanted to pass on all these fees over to my client, say I wasn't passing along the cost of the stamp duty land tax or something, I can then select whichever documents I want to pass the fees on and then print a copy of the fee summary. What this will essentially do is put everything into the matter fee summary format. This has all the requirements of an HMRC invoice as well. So if you wanted to essentially generate your own receipts to pass on to your clients on the firm for that particular matter, you'll be able to download this as and when on an ad hoc basis for your clients. Then to the right hand side, just to assist with ordering and sort of streamlining with your processes, we've also incorporated Sign It, where we've partnered with DocuSign. So it's a really simple process of dragging and dropping any document that you need electronic signature for, just to send it out all from within this page, so you don't need to go externally at all. It's all done from within the home screen. And then one of our final features that our clients are really enjoying at the moment as well is the calendaring process. So this will pick out some key dates for your matters and your transactions, just to give you some notification of some of the matters which will need your immediate attention. So the two things that we've incorporated in here are the AP1 cancellation, so where there's a requisition outstanding and your AP1 is due to be cancelled today. We'll just make reference to that on the right hand side. Selecting it will bring you back to the Ap1 dashboard and show this particular line item. We'll obviously also highlight the matter reference that this has been submitted under and the user who have submitted it as well. We'll also show you the priority expiries as well. So any of your priority searches which are due to expire and will need to be reordered, we'll just bring you back to that particular workflow for you to view and resubmit where necessary. This will show you, I think it's the next 7 working days as well. So this is our demo version of the system. So you'll be able to see all of your own AP1s and priority searches which you've submitted, which will need immediate attention as well. For anything else that we've missed or any feature requests or feedback that you'd like to give, we've also incorporated our I Suggest feature down at the bottom left-hand corner. Any information that you pop in here, any feature requests or feedback that you'd like to give InfoTrack, as soon as you submit something in here, it fires through to all of the executive team and myself over at InfoTrack for us to review your feedback. So if there is anything that you'd like to see or any updates to the system at all, please do get in contact and let us know. Thank you for tuning in this morning. That is essentially the whistle-stop tour of the new home screen for InfoTrack. Does anyone have any questions? I think you're able to do a Q&A. No? Well, if any questions do come up or you have anything that you'd like to raise, please do get in contact with myself or via our account managers. All of us would be happy to help. And thanks once again for tuning in this morning.